The fans have been waiting for it. They want to see the debut of MP. He'll get a chance to show what he can do as they make their home debut. You can feel the electricity in the building. Thank you for tuning in this Sunday evening. With Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and Hall of Famer David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. And our special guest at the broadcast table for this one, the celebrated Shams Charania. Hey, Shams, thank you so much for joining us tonight. It's a pleasure to have you here.
Kevin, thanks so much. Always fun to hang out with you and all your crew and talk basketball.
All right, I've told Doris and Greg and David, just buckle up because we are going to be on a great ride with you. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Leonard and Jones slot in at the small and power forward. The guard pair, it's Harden and Powell. And it's Zubac in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Warriors, in the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Draymond Green is out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Peyton in at the 3 spot. And if you talk to guys who know MP, who grew up with him, they'll all say that he lets his game do the talking.
And he's got a very business-like approach to himself when he's on the floor. MP can dish it back if you come at him, but for the most part, he's letting his numbers speak for themselves.
Checked in for Curry. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Simmons is checked in. Hey, Shams, you're always on the pulse of those league-changing trades. We certainly saw some impactful ones last season.
Across the board, the Pacers, the Mavericks, they made deep runs, and they did so on the back of some big trade deadline moves. Those are transformations that excite all of us to witness. Even New York, getting OG Anunoby at the trade deadline. This is a league that's built on capitalizing at the moment and striking when iron's hot, and we saw multiple teams do that this last season.
That trade deadline was phenomenal for those teams you mentioned. Really impactful. And they double up Simmons. At the top of the key, Powell. Simmons passes to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Well, Zubac's always around the rim. You love the quick strike there.
Warriors leading by 6. Henry kicks to Green. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. When you look at the NBA, Shams, any changes you'd like to see?
To me, it's having players stay healthy, right? I would love to have a rule that players just play and the top players are there playing the most meaningful moments of regular season games and allowing players to have freedom defensively. And the league can find plenty of other ways to discourage players, but to allow players to really be there in the big moments, to defend at a high level. And I would just love to have a healthy serum that we can spread around the league and keep these guys on the field.
I think here at the table, we're all nodding our heads, looking up and down. We all agree completely with what you're saying.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start?
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, I caught up with Coach Steve Kerr. Now, he couldn't have been more complimentary about Kawhi Leonard. After some injury issues, he's now back to being the best guy on the floor most of the time. The coach said slowing him down is like trying to hold back an avalanche with a shovel. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
How good is Green at drawing solid contact? He plays with a ton of heart. He's really good at making the defense commit.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
And hadn't had great success at the line, but Green certainly works on his game from there.
Kuminga's come in for the Warriors. Hield comes in for Brandon Podziemski. Eubanks, he's checked in for the Clippers. Bogdanovich comes in for Jones. Now here's Leonard. Last game he had 13. From 17 feet out, the Warriors pull it in.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Got that one up quick.
Great three-point shooting here out of the gate. That makes 4 makes already from long distance.
Simmons looking around. Leonard on the wing. Right side, Bogdanovich. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Pass to Powell. Lets it go from deep. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
And offensively right now, each team getting what it wants.
Yeah, this is already a high-scoring game, but we knew that was a possibility coming into this one.
No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Warriors lead by 8. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from San Francisco. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
They just came into this game with the mindset of sharing the basketball.
When you keep everyone involved at the offensive end, it keeps everyone engaged in other areas as well.
So with Butler sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Trace Jackson-Davis out there with Jonathan Kuminga. Then it's MP. Then there's Moses Moody. And it's Curry in at the point. Warriors leading by 10. You know, Shams, I don't know how many kids grow up thinking they're going to be an NBA insider. But clearly that is something that you probably thought about at one time or another. Did you think that was going to be your path?
Kevin, I knew at the age of 16 years old what I wanted to do, and this path I wanted to take an insider for the NBA because I loved playing basketball, I loved writing, and I had a genuine passion for transactions, for the behind-the-scenes stories. So to be able to tell that story to the fans, I feel like I am one of the fans. That's why I feel like I can relate to the fans, and so that's what inspired me mostly to take this career path that I've taken.
You're so connected. It is a pleasure reading you and hearing you.
Kevin, appreciate you so much, and just know the stories will keep coming.
Jacks up a 3. MP showing the range.
The floor spacing ability on display by MP right there.
Powell with it. He's got 10. Here's Simmons. Pass to Bogdanovich to halt the run. Los Angeles with another miss. Golden State's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. And we saw some players banged up down the stretch last season, Shams.
I'm told that there was a focus on maybe allowing some more flexibility in physicality. It definitely upped the intensity some, and I think that's what the fans want. But there are going to be some trade-offs, and that includes the free throw rates, that includes game time, and in the long haul, adding some more physicality and adding some more attention to detail defensively and allowing defenders to play more and defend more. That should be good for the game.
Yeah, those were good trends, I would agree. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Eubanks grabs the miss.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Here's Powell. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Well, it was the Clippers. Their last game a loss to the Nuggets in Ball Arena. And that one's good, Henry.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Clippers trail by 18. And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. He wants to talk to his guys. They're getting their first look of the season at the Warriors in this one.
And on paper, you'd call them the better team, but they actually lost the season series against this group a year ago.
Different look here for the Warriors. Green is checked in for Trayce Jackson-Davis. Butler comes in for Kuminga. Gary Payton is checked in for Moody. And it's Brandon Podziemski in for MP. And then for the Clippers, Derek Jones, he's checked in for Batum. Leonard comes in for Eubanks. And it's checked in for the Warriors. And the Clippers with a change here too. Donnie's checked in for Ben Simmons. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Jones kicks to Dunn. Right side, Jones. They swipe it. And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again. Always so much fun to have Shams join us. No one with a better pulse on the NBA.
Man, Shams is always the first guy to know about the big moves around the NBA. Love hearing what he has to say.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, the Clippers are inaugurating their new arena this season, and they're set to host the All-Star Game next season. It will mark the 7th time that the LA area has hosted the All-Star facility. Kevin, there will be no shortage of stars in attendance.
That's always the way it is in LA. You're so right, David. It ought to be quite a spectacle. MP against Leonard. The Warriors pull it in. Green's got his 4th rebound in this one. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. The Warriors on top, running away with this one. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Give me a beat. They're thinking about the shot.
Welcome, everybody. This game revealing a big disparity in play. What a performance so far for Golden State.
They've imposed their will on the glass, getting all the 50-50 balls and maybe even a few 20-80 balls.
Love the activity. Don't just say you want to win. Prove it and get it.
And now, not a bad time to take a look at the schedule ahead.
Well, I think for the Clippers, you can already see they have the makings of a good team, but they also have things to iron out.
Splitting the first 2 games, this next one could indicate which direction they're headed. And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback. For Warriors. Trayce Jackson-Davis is checked in for Draymond Green. Kuminga comes in for Payton. And MP subbed in for Curry. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Simmons is checked in. Warriors leading by 21. Setting the floor for the Clippers. We'll see Powell and Leonard playing the forward spots. Ben Simmons is out there with Harden. And it's Zubac in at the center, filling out the middle. Powell, that's good.
How's that for an answer? Norman Powell says, I'll see that three and raise you one.
MP outside. Outside Butler. And the layup's good off the glass. Butler's got 15 points.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
Takes it from 10. Pass to Powell. Lets the three fly. It's hauled in by Jackson-Davis. Jackson-Davis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Butler passes to Henry. Podziemski on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Pulls up. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way. This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Right back after this break. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, this is why great point guard play is so critical in today's NBA, and you see it right there on display.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Moody is out there with Kuminga. Then it's Trayce Jackson-Davis. Then it's Curry. And it's Henry in at the 2. So that's the group out there for Golden State.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
And it's out of bounds. Nice touch by Curry.
Well, when you're careless with the basketball, you can expect that to happen.
The Clippers shooting 39% from the floor. Not their best. Oh, the lob for Simmons. Now, here's Moody. Guarded by Simmons. Moody the pass to Kuminga. And here's MP for 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Henry's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Warriors. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
I think it's also important we have to acknowledge how many scoring opportunities they've created from their spectacular defense, getting a bunch of points off turnovers.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for, consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again. I'll tell you, no matter what he does, he can't find his rhythm, and you get the sense he's starting to press a little bit.
The 3, and another 3 for Golden State.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Left side, Leonard. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And, Doris, what's amazing to me, if you look at Kawhi Leonard's production year to year, there's no drop-off.
There's certainly consistency to what Kawhi Leonard does. When he entered the league, he was a defensive force from the outset. And then he built methodically his offensive game. free throws, post game, and now range shooting. He is a complete basketball player.
And he sinks the second. Greg, looking back to last season, the Clippers had one red-hot stretch.
That's right. They went on a 26-5 run between December and February. It finally showed how dangerous that team could be when healthy. Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
Harden kicks to Powell. A 3-ball. Warriors with the rebound. Kuminga's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Spencer, the pass to Henry. And here is Kuminga. Pass to Henry. Fires the 3. And another 3 for Golden State.
MP ready to rise and fire as soon as he touched it.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the 4th. Harden outside. Zubac finds Harden. Hooked away. MP with it. And it's Harden picking him up. And here we go. Fast break. MP's got it. Basket counts. Spencer's got his first points of the night.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
And here's Golden State. They're on a 15-1 run. Pass to Moody. Greg, a lot of parity around the NBA. You think fans like that?
It's a great question, Kevin. And there are trade-offs, but as a league, you've got to foster competition and live with the results. And the reality is, doesn't it feel better when there are more teams that have a legitimate chance to win it all? Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Warriors.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for MP.
They simply can't stop him right now. This guy playing with passion and focus.
Outside, Jones. And a miss there on the triple. And it's the Warriors' ball. They're on a 20-4 run right now. MP outside. Another 3 for Golden State.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Harden scanning the floor. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Here's Spencer, guarded by Harden. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Alder, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. See you next time.
That's what I'm talking about.
man, that was crazy. You look like Craig Hodges out there.
Congrats to MP on his first 20-point game. I remember the first time I scored 20 in college. An amazing feeling.
So how you feeling about your recent play?
Not gonna lie, Coach, I feel pretty good.
So do we, which is why we think you're ready to run with the starters.
Coach, you playing with me? Oh my gosh, that's great. I've been looking forward to this opportunity.
Now remember when I told you this is a big boy league, MP?
Mm-hmm.
When the coaches make a move like this, it puts us in the crosshairs. It puts Cliff in the crosshairs too, because the buck stops with the general manager.
Well, like you said, it's a grown man's league, and if you can't handle that pressure, then you ain't gonna make it that far.
Glad we are understood.
Loud and clear, Coach.
It's time to prove you belong, MP. Good luck.
What's up, everybody? I see MP's made his way into the starting lineup. That's good for him, his team, the fans, everybody.